So our powder bathroom toilet is leaking, and it's it's the seal underneath the toilet. I know exactly where it's at, so let's just go get into the house. I'm Jay. This is Jay's How To channel. Let's just go get into it right now.
Okay, so first we have to shut off the water supply. And then we're going to drain the tank on the toilet. Next, we're going to grab the shop vac and vacuum out the water in the tank and the water in the bowl. Now we're going to disconnect the water supply from the toilet. Okay, so I've got my pocket knife. I'm going to pop off the cap for the toilet hold down bolt. And we're going to unscrew these. And then I'm going to do this on the other side. Okay, let's pull the toilet. I'm going to set it out here in the hallway. And then put a rag in there to make sure that no sewer gases get into your bathroom. All right, let's take this toilet outside. Okay, so these are my old bath towels that I use for my garage towels. So just keep these underneath your toilet so that you don't chip any of the porcelain. So this is where the leak was happening. This is the base plate, and this is the flange in the bathroom. And there's no silicone, no wax, no nothing separating these two devices. So let's peel this stuff off. We're going to speed this up a little bit. Scrape off all the wax. And then I'm going to use some paint thinner to clean up the wax residue off the bottom of the toilet. Okay, next I'm going to scrape off the caulk from the bottom of the toilet. This was pretty ugly on our bathroom floor, and it just wasn't looking really nice, so we're going to scrape all this off and get it cleaned up. Okay, we're going to flip the toilet over to the other side. Now use your garage towels again on so they're not in contact with your driveway. Lay the toilet down on its side. You just make sure you don't chip your toilet. All right, and now I'm cleaning off the caulk again on this side. And then we're going to use some paint thinner again on this side to clean up the wax residue on this side of the toilet. Okay, we're back inside. You want to make sure that there's no debris underneath the toilet flange. In this instance, this toilet flange was not fastened to the subfloor. It was only attached to the toilet, and it was. I don't understand why our contractor didn't attach this to the floor. So I cleaned out the debris, and now it's flat against the floor. And now I'm going to use these number 14 stainless screws. Here's a tip for your drill. You've got a screw setting, a drill setting, and a hammer drill setting. So you set this to the screw setting, and then adjust the tension on the drill to about mid-range. This way you don't strip out the screws. Always use stainless steel screws in a toilet flange. They'll rust otherwise. I'll list these screws in the description. You can get them from Amazon. Okay, this is just multi-purpose cleaner. Let's just clean up this flange surface to make sure that the wax has a really good seal. Again, I'm using my garage towels and just kind of scrub this up and get it super clean. Well, maybe not super clean, but just get it clean enough where it can get a good seal. Now, this is a wax ring with bolts from Danco. I'll list this again in the description. And this is by far the best toilet seal I've found on the market. And I'll explain why here in a minute. If you guys haven't seen my video on how to clean grout in 20 seconds, I'm using the same method here in this video, just how to clean grout. Go check out my previous video and you'll see how to clean grout very effectively. I'm actually using a stainless steel brush here to clean up the grout. It's pretty aggressive, but it was pretty dirty underneath this toilet. Okay, let's remove the washcloth. And I've decided to caulk the toilet flange in between the toilet flange and the tile, just because I don't want moisture to get into the floorboard. And secondly, we live in Florida, and some cockroaches sometimes can crawl out from underneath your toilet. So this method will probably take care of the cockroaches. Okay, so this is the reason I think this is the best seal ring. If the flange is above or level with the floor, you don't need to use the blue ring. If it's below the level of the floor, then you do have to use the blue ring. So here we are assembling. There is a wax ring underneath this black rubber, and now we are using the blue ring because it is below the surface right here. Okay, we're coming in with the toilet again.
Okay, well that one's good. I have no idea about the other side.
And we're placing it and making sure that the bolt holes line up. Be very careful.
Okay.
And then this will squish down. And make a perfect seal. So here you go. Tighten up these bolts. Now don't over tighten these bolts or the nuts, because the PVC flange will break if you over tighten them, and then you're going to have to replace the flange, and that's going to be a whole nother big mess. So don't over tighten these bolts. Here I am cutting the bolts off, and then just kind of knock it a little bit with a hammer, and then you can just break it off. Now I'm going to clean up the debris. There's a little bit of toilet paper right here, and then we'll just snap the plastic cap back in place. And then do the other side. And then reattach the water supply. Now we're going to turn on the water supply. And we're going to watch the toilet fill. I sped this up for you guys. If you guys like my content, press that like button and consider subscribing if you guys want to continue following me. All right, there's a nice flushing toilet. We'll see you guys in the next video.